Oh,
I cannot wait.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Kim.
Hi, I'm Banana.
Hi, I'm Gi.
Hi and Poom, you're from Peace Lover Silly.
บางทีที่หลบภัยของผมอาจไม่ใช่พีชเลิฟเวอร์แต่มันคือปอ
All right. Before we dive into Peach Lover, though,
Mm.
we do have a question that we ask all new guests on our show, and that is, do you watch anime? And if you do, what is your favorite anime?
ของผมมีครับผมชอบนารูโตะนารูโตะ you know
Know it. I love it.
My favorite anime is Doraemon. I think everyone know.
It was a good one to grow up on. Well, thank you so much for being here today. We are really excited to talk with you guys about your currently airing series called Peach Lover. We are going to jump into some series questions now. The first one is, for anyone who hasn't yet watched Peach Lover, what 5 words would you use to convince fans to watch it?
Fireworks for me, upset, uncut, and love, sex, and finally, I think especially earphone.
Earphone.
Yeah, what I mean, you try to watch my series and you know what I mean, earphone.
Okay.
Gotta keep it quiet and private.
Yeah.
Super private.
ของผมเหรอครับก็จะเป็นดูแล้วฟินไม่ไหว
That was really clever.
So, what was your first reaction to the script? Did you see this as like a fun new opportunity or an exciting challenge?
At first, when I saw script, I feel excited and surprised because the storyline is intense and different from the role I played before. And I think it's a new opportunity for me, and I wanna challenge myself and taking by the new role for my career.
Yeah, no, we watched My Sweetheart Joam, and this role
Right.
is so different
Yeah.
from your previous character.
It's
You're
been
doing a
really
great
fun to
job.
watch.
Yeah.
So different for myself too.
ครับของผมก็ตอนเห็นครั้งแรกรู้สึกโหตื่นเต้นแล้วก็นี่คือเป็นเขาเรียกว่าอะไรบทบาทที่ไม่เคยเลยแล้วก็แปลกใหม่มากสำหรับผมนะครับก็ตื่นเต้นดีใจแล้วก็รู้สึกว่าอยากทำมันให้ดีแล้วผมก็มองว่านี่มันเป็นโอกาสที่จะพิสูจน์ให้เห็นว่าเราก็ทำได้
Yeah, I feel like this series is very unique, and it's made us think that these roles must have been challenging. Just everything that you guys have to portray and whatnot. It's been really cool seeing you guys kind of just own the roles in these series.
I think so.
All right, so our next question is for Poom. So for Sasom, we've heard his reasons for why he has his channel and why he likes to have kind of like a peach lover character with him. But we were wondering for Bo, like what are his reasons for really like wanting to be Sasom's like lover? And does he realize kind of like the weight that being that person carries?
Whole reason is simple because he just want a space where he can be himself and feel accepted, and he know how important to Sasom because he feel important same to himself, and is the only place where he truly feel like himself. Apparently, just want a space where he can be himself and feel accepted.
It feels like they're kind of each other's safe space. Mm-hmm.
ได้ที่จะสามารถเป็นตัวเองได้สำหรับเหตุผลของผม
I'm excited to see, like, to learn more about Bo's backstory,
Yeah.
his family, and his character.
Problem in his family.
We're gonna wait and see.
And he ex-boyfriend, his boyfriend.
Yeah.
Waiting for that too.
All right. So in the series, Sasom has created Peach Lover to kind of give himself freedom and a sense of control. But in this relationship, it seems like Po is the one that has more control. Do you think Sasom recognizes this? And if he does, is he okay with it?
อืมจริงๆแล้วสะสมเขารู้ตัวนะครับคือด้วยความที่เป็นโปรเนาะ
อืม
แบบคือเขาเป็นเหมือนเซฟโซนเหมือนตอนนี้โปรเป็นเหมือนทุกอย่างของเราเขาจะเป็นอะไรเขาจะคอนโทรลหรือไม่คอนโทรลผมรู้สึกว่าสุดท้ายแล้วเขาก็ยังเลือกที่จะอยู่กับคนนี้ครับผม
อืม
รู้สึกว่าโอเคเขาจะทำอะไรก็ได้เราโอเคหมดใช่
Yeah, it's been neat seeing I think
Like the
neat
back and
seeing
forth.
Yeah, especially because I think that we've gotten the idea that Satsom's character doesn't really have a lot of control in his life. And it seems like he's created this space where he can have control, like with his like online show. And so it's cool seeing him like kind of give away that control and be able to have someone that he trusts enough to do that. So it's interesting to watch. All right, so if fans could understand one thing about your character that isn't obvious, what would you want them to know?
I suppose peace on words of lightning. That mean peace emos like เหมือนลูกพีกำลังจะสุกงอมเป็นเวิร์ดให้เขาเป็นคีย์เวิร์ด
โอเค
What does that mean?
อืม
ต้องไปหาคำตอบเองเป็นลูกพีชเพราะว่ามันจะไล่เลเวลระดับความสุกงอมของลูกพีชให้ทุกคนดูเนี่ย
Okay.
Give us a puzzle. Okay.
That's a puzzle
สำหรับผมนะครับก็จริงๆแล้วสะสมเขาเป็นคนที่น่าสงสารนะครับถึงแม้ว่าชีวิตเขาอาจจะดูเพียบพร้อมแต่จริงๆแล้วผมอยากให้มองเข้าไปลึกๆว่าเขาเป็นคนที่แบบน่าสงสารมากจริงๆโดนบังคับตั้งแต่เด็กอะไรแบบนี้ครับไม่เป็นตัวเองอะไรอย่างเงี้ยคือพอโตมาจะเป็นตัวเองสุดท้ายเราก็มาเป็นดาราดังอีกเราก็เป็นตัวเองไม่ได้อีกเขาก็น่าสงสารมากครับใช่อยากให้ทุกคนเข้าถึงความน่าสงสารของเขา
But he's found someone to help him, I think. We hope.
Only Paul.
So, if viewers can take away one emotional truth or lesson from this series, what do you hope it will be?
At first, I think being yourself isn't wrong, and looks doesn't tell whole story, and sex is normal, is a natural part of being human.
All right, that was like 3 lessons. But those are all very good ones.
อยากให้คนดูนะครับที่ดูจบแล้วสิ่งที่เราจะได้กลับไปแน่นอนเลยนะครับก็คือการที่เราเข้าใจซึ่งความเป็นตัวตนของอีกคนหนึ่งครับนั่นเป็นจุดเริ่มต้นของความเข้าใจฮะพอเรามีตรงนั้นแล้วไม่ว่าจะเกิดอะไรขึ้นสุดท้ายแล้วเขาจะต้องอยู่ด้วยกันอย่างแน่นอนการที่จะมีคนหนึ่งอยู่ข้างๆครับไม่ได้มีแค่อยู่ข้างๆแต่ว่าเขาจะอยู่ข้างๆเราในแบบที่เขาเป็น
This makes me even more excited to see what's going to happen because I feel like you both are probably going to have, or your characters are both going to have a lot of challenges to work through. What's going to happen? Yeah.
Very good.
All right. And our last question is, can you talk about a scene that you guys are really proud of?
I gave first meeting between Paul and Sasom because the scene have a lot of emotional, such as love, obsess, sex, and fun, and I think it's a first kiss, first meeting, first touch body. I think it's a
First episode.
yeah, first episode, I think is very special, and is that scene longest NC in this series.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Yeah, there was a lot in that first episode.
Actually, that your first meeting was my favorite scene
Mm.
so far.
It's-
Because mainly when you took off the mask, the jolt of surprise that you had was so real and natural. I was really impressed by that.
Yeah, feel like you touch somebody and you touch skin, and you don't know who is mask,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and you
me
yeah
it's me.
It's
for
me.
love always love you.
Yeah, and then just imagine it's like a superstar.
อันนี้เราสามารถพูดได้หมดเลยปะ
ได้หมดเลย
ได้หมดเลย จริง ๆ แล้วฉากที่ภูมิใจมากๆ คือมันยังไม่ถึงนะฮะแต่มันก็ใกล้แล้ว ซึ่งฉากนั้นก็เป็น NC นะครับเป็น NC ที่แบบว่าแอคหวานมากแล้วก็คิดว่ามันจะดีขนาดนี้
One word for that scene is art NC.
yes
Art of
Is there a clip from it in the opening?
yeah.
yeah.
Me artist.
Okay. I know where we're going.
All right, our game is called Peach Scale. We are going to ask you a series of questions, and you need to rate your answers 1 to 10 peaches. So for our first question, how nervous were you filming the intimate scenes on a scale of 1 to 10 peaches?
0 and 2.
0
I always like to touch his body.
yes me too
All right.
All right.
Easy enough. No peaches.
I'm 2.
no
Bye.
That's great, guys.
Love that.
no
All right. Well, I feel like this might answer the next one too. What level was your chemistry at when you first met?
I think tense because first time we meet, we have test NC scenes before we have a conversation.
Really? Wow.
NC first
yes
before talking.
yeah
That's so interesting to learn.
That is. You at least knew each other's names, right?
body language
I know him only name. Only
Okay.
name.
Only name.
Yeah.
At least you had a name.
We
At least there was that.
All right. So earlier on, you had mentioned that when you first got the script, you were excited for the challenge. So in the end, how challenging was this role for you?
โอ้ของผมนี่10เลยเพราะว่าเป็นการแสดงแบบครั้งแรกของผมด้วยผมก็เลยรู้สึกว่าทุกอย่างมันก็ยากหมดแต่ว่าด้วยความที่เรามีคู่ขาที่แบบว่าค่อนข้างที่จะลงตัวก็เลยทำมันได้ฮะใช่
No.
Me, I think tense. I already told you is very different from the role I played before. From a boy to right now.
Yeah, I can totally see that. You guys have put so much work into this series. I feel like everyone watching really knows that.
God.
Okay, speaking about your characters, how intense is your character's jealousy level?
วิสะสมนี่10 peach yeah สะสมแบบ very หึงเนี่ยเนอะสะสมที่หึงมากถึงทุกคนขนาดลมพัดผ่านเขายังหึงเลย
How dare the wind touch Poe's face?
For a viewer, though,
Yes.
I cannot wait.
Yeah.
All right, but what about Paul?
Paul, I think is tense. He doesn't anyone look at him.
That's a bit hard because he is a superstar.
Yes, don't touch my boyfriend. The look boyfriend, you know.
That is going to be tough with him being a celebrity.
Yeah. I cannot wait to see that come to play in the series. All right. And then how much do you actually like peaches, the fruit, in real life?
ของผม5แล้วกันครับ เพราะว่าเพิ่งเคยกินครั้งแรกก็ตอนถ่ายซีรีส์
So you've really lived your whole life without trying peaches until this series.
ใช่ yes โอ้ไม่เคยกินเลย
Not a peach lover. No.
แล้วเคยกินไหมฮะเคยกินไหม
Do you want have you tried peas? Have
Tried a peach? Yeah, they're great. 9 peaches.
9 peaches.
โอ้
I think though, because in America, peaches were like a standard lunch for kids.
That is true.
So yeah, we probably had more exposure to peaches.
Yeah.
For me, I think tense because I never eat peas before I play this series, and right now I love and obsess peas.
Eat them all the time.
Yeah.
They're good, right? All right, so our last question in the game is, on a scale of 1 to 10 peaches, rate how much fans should check out this series ASAP.
Oh, million.
very 10
peas
เอาไปเรียนคืออะไร
1 ล้านเลย
อ๋อ
All right, you've heard it, guys. That's a lot of peaches, so you've got to check it out.
So that is the end of our game. But before we close out the interview, we have been asking you all of our questions. And so now it's time for our reverse Q&A, where it is now your turn to ask questions either that you would like us to answer or you would like to have fans answer in comments when they watch the interview.
ชอบตรงไหนของซีรีส์เรื่องนี้หลังจากที่ดูมันแล้ว
I'm going to give a deep answer. I do like how in your relationship, the control goes back and forth.
And do you like most ball control or Sasom control?
I like both actually. It's interesting seeing like you can see when Poe physically see when he starts to take control. Like just like in those moments, but then I mean also watching Sasom take control it's sexy, it's hot.
Okay. And you?
So obviously this series focuses a lot on intimacy between your two characters. And I think for me, what I really appreciate about that within the series is that I don't think that we typically see a lot of relationships that are really based in intimacy, where like intimacy is really important to them in that relationship. In a lot of series, I think they're kind of like fluffy and like happy. But I think it's really neat how you guys are kind of portraying something that's probably a little closer to what real life relationships are like. And I think people watching probably identify with that and appreciate it too.
Good answer.
Thank you for your answer.
But I know that doing a lot of these scenes must have been really challenging. So I feel like I appreciate that too. So thank you for working really hard on this series.
Thank you.
All right. Well, did you guys have any other questions for us or any other questions for fans before we wrap up?
ถามไม่ได้เลยเพราะว่ามันยังไม่ถึงอยากรู้ว่าชอบฉากเลิฟซีนหรือ NC ไหนที่สุดถ้าสมมติว่ามันออนแอร์ไปทั้งหมดทุกคนสามารถมาคอมเมนต์ได้
All right, keep a list, guys. Rate it at the end. Come back to comment.
Yeah. I like to meet you again.
Yeah.
They're going to come look. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, guys, and talking about this series. It was really, really fun to get to know you. For everyone who's tuned in today, this series once again is called Peach Lover, and you can find it on iQIYI. Thank you again for joining us. It's been so much fun. And if you are not already subscribed to our channel, please like and subscribe below. We are really looking forward to you guys watching this series and seeing you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey!
เออแต่